Well, we are back to Little Morden. They've got, we dropped our backhoe off here. It needed a few things were wrong with it when we, after using it. The throttle cable was sticking and they had a leaky seal by the moving motor. So they got it all fixed up. And I believe, well, Daryl should be here somewhere, loading our rear wheel assist. Let's see what else they got here first. Let's see, they got some new combines rolling in. Those tracks would be awesome on our combine. Yeah. Let's see, they got some new Ideal 9s in. Alright. Hey, they got the mud hog, they got the rear wheel assist on there. I've got the backhoe. We're gonna head home and we're gonna get Swathing. We got to go, good to go for neighbors got the chopper ready, and we're gonna swat that forage field of ours, and hopefully we can chop it by the end of the week. And I priced out, while we were here, we priced out those tracks that they actually have in our used tracks, so a lot cheaper. But today they are also calling for the chance of rain. If we don't get the rain, I'm thinking we'll be good with just the rear wheel assist. If we do get more rain, yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have to figure something out for fighting or dealing with mud. So yeah, one step at a time, keeping our options open. Okay, this is our swather header. We have it on a cheap trailer that we got. We kind of makeshifted things to make it work. The part that sucks is the swather doesn't go high enough to pick it off. So we actually have to, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but we got to use the tractors to lift the header up, and then we use another tractor to pull the header carry out. It's a pain in the butt, but it gets the header inside the shed, and it's kind of the simplest way that we have to make sure the header is out of the weather for as long as possible. So, well, I was heading back to the backhoe. I met Daryl and Dylan actually on their way back to Little Morden. They, the second, well, that 20 minutes while we were gone, that the second rear wheel assist showed up. So they went back and picked up the second one. So we got both rear wheel assists at home. They are mud hogs, and we will, not sure when we'll get to it, but we will, I'm gonna crack that lid open just to see what it looks like. But we will be throwing those on in the near future. So. Okay, so we just have to mount these. They bolt on to our axle. So they're like it's just the hubs, and that looks different too. So yeah, we'll have a few things to do here, but actually, we'll crack these boxes open. I was just more curious to see what all came with it. So that's that. All right, we got it lifted up. I'm just gonna hook the tractor onto here and pull this out, and we can lower the whole thing.
So we've been trying to figure out why this old girl's not starting. Put it away last year and everything was working. And so I've tried all my safety switches. We've got everything showing up that everything works. I needed to run to town, so I had Dylan just quickly rip the steering column apart, and he found a mouse nest. He actually sent me a video of it, a short one, and asked if this would be the problem, and that is the problem. We've got 2 wires here that are completely severed, and we've got at least 2 more here that are quite chewed off. So we're gonna take this apart, see what all we can find, and hopefully we can have it up and running. I've already ordered the new wiring harness. It's coming. So it actually wasn't even that bad. I think $100 or so, maybe $150, and we should be golden to go. Take that off. You work on that one, I'll work on this one. Okay, that little wrench is not going to be big. Okay, so we've got a bunch of connectors on. We're going to tape them up. We've taped a couple of them up already. I think we should be good. Okay, park brakes on. Take your ignition. Start it. And if all of a sudden something goes goofy, just be ready to turn it off quickly. Let's see if it starts. Okay. It starts, so that is fixed. Okay, so we'll just tape this up, and then we'll start running these wires back up and getting it all in place. Okay, go ahead. So we got it all hooked up. It's going to start here now, I'm pretty certain. Yep, go ahead. Okay, we're running. We were actually able to start it before. And we got it hooked up for the most part. Now we just got to get pins and stuff in place, and we're good to go. Okay. Swather windrower is ready to go. We've had it running. Let's see what we can get done. This Massey 97, well, it's actually a WR9740 is the number on it, or serial of it. It's 36 feet wide, and I believe it's about 150 horsepower or so, 160 horse, and whatever. She's what we use for windrowing. Kendall's gonna start chopping our, hopefully he misses my truck. Yeah, not a problem. So he's gonna go open up the forage, and I'm gonna go check out the bulls and see what we can find over there. Hopefully they're still calm, cool, and collect, and the water's all good. So we'll head there and I'll check up on them, see how things are going.
This afternoon kind of got screwed up. We're just heading out to the field here now after supper, and we had a threat of rain, and we were a little bit leery. Southern Manitoba was in a severe storm watch. We were in that area. It was supposed to be around supper time. Neighbor had some hay down, and we figured instead of chopping our forage down, we would help the neighbor clean up their hay field. So I went in there and helped bale up their hay, and Daryl and Dylan worked on the traction unit, trying to get it ready, because we didn't want to have the forage down in case we did get lots of rain. Alright, take it out of road gear. First gear. Okay, I've done the perimeter. Field is looking pretty good. Pretty happy with the stands. I seeded this field. It was one of the last fields we seeded with the air seeder, and I went directly into corn stubble. I'll post a video here on how that went. Whenever you're seeding into corn stubble directly with the distro, it's always we haven't done a whole lot of that, but the 2 times we have done that, it's actually worked out pretty good. So yeah.
Okay, so Kendall started cutting here, and get some hoppers in here. We got to see. This is a nice big swath. It's gonna take a little bit for that to dry out, I guess. Thinking. So this is the height of this stuff. We're now, yeah, good waist high. That swath looks really quite decent. I think we might even make the chopper work a little bit. Who am I kidding? That thing's 900 horsepower. Heads are forming nicely. Oats is just starting to dough. Yeah, I think we're looking. Situation right here anyway is just about ideal. I don't know what it's going to be like in the rest of the field, but here she looks good. Here's some peas for me in here. This is pretty sweet stuff. Kind of excited to see what this is going to look like in a pile. And again, look at that oat head. Man, that's big.
Thick in here, but quite a bit of areas that's been quite thick. Everything I've pretty much done that way. Swaths are huge. There's a lot of product here. Looking good. I want to do about 2 more up and downs, and then I think it starts to get weaker out back behind those trees, which means I would just like the heavier stuff so we can start drying up a little bit quicker. And if the thinner stuff, I'll hopefully cut it tomorrow. Alrighty, well, the Massey worked good, Swather worked good, header worked good. We don't have auto steer on this thing hooked up. We ordered a different one. We didn't like the Outback, so we went with Topcon. So we're waiting on some stuff for the Topcon, and that should be in shortly, and then we can we'll be doing our oats with auto steer. But for this, we're not running the auto steer, but for everything else, it seems to be working pretty good. So yeah, got about 30 acres done. Pretty happy with how everything's been running. It's thicker than what I actually thought. I knew there'd be areas that would be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be this good. So yeah, looks like we should have lots of feed. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking down to watch.